If you think the internet is full of fake places, you're about to get proven wrong. In the next few minutes, you'll see 9 real locations on Earth that look like CGI, movie sets, or AI art, but they're 100% real. And the reason they look unreal is even crazier than the visuals. Quick challenge. As you watch, try to guess. Which one is the most impossible? Because I'm saving the most "how is that real?" one for the end. Alright, no filler. Let's go. 1. The bioluminescent beaches, Maldives, Puerto Rico. Imagine walking on a beach at night, and every step you take turns the sand and waves into electric blue light. It looks like someone poured neon paint into the ocean, but this glow isn't from lights, and it's not an edit. This effect is called bioluminescence. Light produced by living organisms. The most famous causes are tiny microorganisms in the water, often dinoflagellates. Here's the wild part. Those organisms can glow when the water is disturbed, like when a wave crashes, a boat moves, or your hand slices through the water. So the ocean basically lights up in response to motion. If you're watching this and thinking, that has to be fake, the reason it looks fake is because our brains don't expect nature to produce clean neon colors. We associate that kind of glow with LEDs, screens, and special effects. And it's not just a gentle glow. In the right conditions, it can look like the shoreline is made of atom stars. But conditions matter a lot. It can be stronger in certain seasons, after certain weather, and in calmer waters where the organisms are concentrated. So people can visit the same place and have totally different experiences. And yes, there are places where it's so intense that photos look unbelievable even without edits. All right, from glowing oceans to a place that looks like the Earth forgot to turn off a giant burner. 2. The door to hell, Darvaza crater, Turkmenistan. In the middle of a desert, there's a huge crater that has been burning for years. Flames, heat shimmer, a glowing orange pit at night. It looks like a portal to something not friendly. This is the Darvaza gas crater, often called the door to hell. The reason it burns is because there's natural gas in the ground. When gas escapes and ignites, the fire can keep going as long as there's fuel. Visually, it's insane. During the day, it's a dry, empty landscape. And then you walk up, and suddenly, there's this massive circular crater with fire flickering like the ground is alive. At night, it becomes unreal. The desert is pitch black, and the crater glows like a giant furnace, lighting the area around it. And because the flames dance, it has this hypnotic, I can't stop looking effect. Perfect for retention. If your audience likes real places that feel forbidden, this one always lands. Next, something calmer, but still so weird it looks like a prop in a movie. 3. The giant ice circles, USA, Scandinavia. Picture a frozen river, and in the middle, there's a perfect circle of ice, sometimes huge, like a floating ice disk. It looks like someone carved a flawless circle with a machine, but it's nature doing geometry. These are often called ice circles or ice disks. They can form when a chunk of ice gets caught in a slow rotating current, an eddy, and it starts spinning. As it spins, the edges get smoothed and shaped, almost like a natural lathe. So instead of jagged ice, you get this clean circular disc, and sometimes they actually rotate slowly in place. That's the detail that makes it feel fake, because it looks like someone installed a motor under the river. Also, the scale can be shocking. some are small, and some are large enough that from above they look like a giant plate floating in the river. What makes them visually satisfying is the contrast, wild, messy nature, and then a perfect circle. Our brains love patterns, and we get suspicious when nature produces something too perfect. Next, a place that looks like someone dropped a massive ink stain into the ocean. 4. The Great Blue Hole, Belize. From above, this looks like CGI, a giant, nearly perfect, dark blue circle in bright turquoise water. That's the Great Blue Hole in Belize, a massive underwater sinkhole. The deep center absorbs light differently, so you get this dramatic color contrast. It's the kind of impossible blue that looks edited in thumbnails because the outer ocean is bright and tropical, and then the center is this deep navy void. What makes it even more unreal is the shape. It's not some random patch. It's a clean, round feature that almost looks drawn. The real reason it formed is geological. Long ago, when sea levels were lower, this area was part of a cave system. Over time, the cave collapsed, and then the ocean flooded it. Result: a giant circular hole underwater. And when divers go down there, it gets even crazier, because there are massive formations and a sense of depth that feels like entering another world. This one is basically thumbnail bait by nature. If you ever want a strong, real but looks fake image, this is one of the best. Next, trees that look like someone painted them with a rainbow brush. 5. The rainbow eucalyptus trees, Hawaii, Philippines. These trees look like fantasy art. Their trunks show streaks of green, blue, purple, orange, and red, like graffiti, but natural. This is the rainbow eucalyptus. And the reason it looks fake is because we're used to trees being brown and green. A rainbow trunk triggers the same reaction as AI images. That can't be real. Here's what's actually happening. The tree sheds its bark in strips. When fresh bark is exposed, it can be bright green. As it ages, it changes color, going through different tones over time. So at any moment, the trunk shows multiple layers at different ages, creating that rainbow effect. It's not paint, it's not dye. It's just the bark cycle doing something that looks like a Photoshop filter. And in photos, it's almost unfair, because it already looks edited before anyone touches it. If your audience likes nature looks like design, this is one of the strongest examples. Next, a rock formation that looks like a frozen ocean wave, stuck in time. 6. The Wave Rock, Australia. This one looks like a giant stone wave about to crash, like someone paused the ocean in mid-motion and turned it into rock. That's Wave Rock in Australia. It's a curved granite formation that genuinely looks like a wave. And the scale is what makes it feel fake, because it's not a small wave-shaped rock, it's a massive cliff-like curve. So how does a rock look like a wave? The shape comes from weathering over a long time, water, wind, and chemical processes slowly shaping the surface. Layer by layer, the rock erodes in a way that creates that smooth, curling face. When the lighting hits it, it becomes even more CGI. Highlights and shadows create that perfect wave contour, and photos look like a movie set. Also, because it's so clean and curved, it has that designed vibe, like an architect made it. Next, a landscape that looks like a video game map texture, repeated over and over. 7. The Chocolate Hills, Philippines. Imagine hundreds, even thousands, of rounded hills spread across the landscape, all with a similar shape. From a distance, it looks like someone copied and pasted the same hill model across a map. These are the chocolate hills Ni in the Philippines. During certain seasons, the grass covering them turns brown, giving them that chocolate look. And that's when the visuals really hit. Green hills are normal, but a landscape of brown, evenly shaped mounds looks artificial. The reason it feels fake is repetition. Nature is usually messy, but this place looks organized, like a pattern. Geologically, they're made from limestone formations, shaped over huge time scales. And because there are so many of them, the overall view becomes surreal. If you show a wide shot first, it looks like CGI. Then you zoom in and realize these are real hills with real texture, just in an arrangement that doesn't feel natural. Next, a place that looks like Superman's fortress, but hotter and more dangerous than it looks. 8. The Giant Crystal Cave, Nica Mine, Mexico. This is one of the most unreal places on Earth. A cave filled with gigantic crystals, some so large they look like beams from a sci-fi movie. It's called the Giant Crystal Cave, in the Nica Mine, Mexico. In photos, people look tiny next to the crystals, and that scale is what makes your brain reject it. Crystals that big feel impossible because we associate crystals with small decorative stones, not structures larger than humans. These crystals are made of gypsum, and they formed under very specific conditions: mineral-rich water, stable temperatures, and an environment that stayed consistent for a long time. The cave environment is extreme. It's famously hot and humid, the kind of place where humans can't stay long without protection. That detail adds to the forbidden place feeling. Not only does it look unreal, it's also physically hostile, and visually, it's perfect for retention because it hits multiple triggers at once. Impossible scale, strange geometry, and an environment that feels alien. Now for the final place, and this one looks like someone spilled a giant bottle of pink paint into nature. 9. The Pink Lake Hillier, Australia. A lake that is naturally pink sounds like a joke, but Lake Hillier is real. From above, it looks like an edited image. Bright pink water right next to deep blue ocean. Two colors that feel too clean to be natural. But it is. The pink color is linked to microorganisms and conditions in the water, including salt content and the kinds of life that thrive there. And the strangest detail is this: the lake can stay pink even when water is removed and placed in a container. So it's not just a reflection or a camera trick, it's a genuine pigmentation effect happening in the water. And the contrast is what makes it look fake. Pink water beside normal ocean blue is a visual that feels like AI art because the colors are so bold. This is the kind of place where, if you show it first without context, half the audience will assume it's edited, which makes it perfect for this series. Now, if you watched all 9 and you're still thinking no way, that's exactly the point. So that was 9 real places that look fake but actually exist. If you had to pick just one, which one felt the most impossible to you? Was it the glowing ocean, the burning crater, the perfect ice disk, or that unreal pink lake? Drop your answer in the comments. I read them, and I'm using your picks to choose future videos in this series. And if you enjoyed this, you're going to love what's next, because this channel is all about visuals that make you stop and think, wait, that's real? New videos every week. Subscribe and stay fascinated.